And welcome back to the hot stage, where we're talking Martin Sesks' big moment in 2025. It came at the final WRC event, where you can make a very good argument he should have won. This would have been N Sport's first victory for years, I think maybe since Ott Tanak. But yeah, it didn't. But it was still a big moment. So this was the lead up to Saudi Arabia, when we heard there were rumours that Martin Sesks did basically the summer of speed, the really fast gravel circuits, and as well as Sweden. So he did quite a few, and then it was like, is he going to contest Abu Dhabi? He said he wanted to. He finally got the funding, and thank goodness he did, because he absolutely showed up his M Sport teammates. So he heads for Saudi Arabia. One more chance to impress in 2025. What an absolute headline. So apropos, because he absolutely had to impress. And impress he did. How much? Well, Rally Saudi stage winners. So he was the man that won the most stages. When we look at it, he won SS2, SS3, SS5, SS13, and shared with OGA SS8. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stages he won. The same, I think, as Ott Tanak. 5. I mean, yeah, absolutely brilliant. 1, 2, 3, 4, no, 5. Yeah, Ott Tanak got 5 as well. Absolutely fantastic. In a car that a lot of people were suggesting, because when you looked at McLaren and Monster, people were saying, including me, is that car as good as last year? Can it win rallies? Well, in the right hands and in the right conditions, absolutely it can. So surely M Sport now are going to be almost forced to sign this guy, and if they don't, I start to wonder whether Hyundai really will. So, and if you remember, all the way back in Latvia 2024, this was his second WRC event, the first with a turbo. He wins his first stage win. I think it took Monster a whole year. Not that I want to compare the two, but you kind of have to, because they're in the same car. They're in the same rally team. And again, this was the DNF. This was the absolute heartbreak for Sesks. SS15, he was in P1, 3.4 seconds in the lead. SS15, P2, 2 seconds off the lead. And then SS16, P11, 10, I think, was it 10 minutes, 32 seconds off the lead. And then he retired. There's something wrong with the car. It was absolutely heartbreaking. Just remember when he could have got that podium at his home rally, and it just didn't quite make it at the end. Really, really depressing for Martin Sesks, but he has the skills to win a rally. He's come closer to winning a rally than nearly everyone. He showed really, really impressive. Absolutely he is. And this was him obviously winning in Poland for the European Rally Championship earlier this year. Yeah, Martin Sesks. Surely he's going to get a promotion to, well, the World Rally Championship, to Rally 1 this year. This is the article that kind of like inspired me to talk about him. Sesks makes a huge impression, as he did in Saudi. He delivered exactly what M Sport had been craving in last weekend's Saudi Rally. Yeah, and he absolutely did. So Sesks had a sensational run, as we know, in the first ever Saudi Arabia Rally, the finale, where Seb Ogier won the championship. The Latvian ace was leading, heading into the final day, but was forced to retire with what was technical issues after, 2 punctures in one stage. The broader season had been modest for M Sports Ford. Expectations were not high to begin with. Savage, but true, with Monster and Josh McLean. They struggled to produce any standout performances over the course of the year. Sesks contested 7 rallies in the Ford Premier Rally 1. Before the finale, his best result had been 6th place at Rally Sweden, I think beating again both M Sport drivers. Now in Saudi Arabia, he had everything lined up for a maiden victory, but the brutal conditions struck late and knocked him out. Why was this so good though for Martin Sesks? When you think about it, this rally came in, yes, his road position, he did have an advantage, but when you look at the rally, everyone came in on an absolute even keel. No testing. They didn't really know what the stages were until that initial shakedown day, until they did the recce to get their pace notes in, and it was brilliant. And even so, Sesks, it says here, left a lasting impression on team principal Richard Milner. Now, he said at the start of the week, Martin's performance was exceptional, winning multiple stages, leading a brand new rally, and controlling the event against world champions, showing his true talent, he said. Sesks clocked 5 stage wins, the same as Hyundai's Ott Tanak, the 2019 world champion. The ending was incredibly tough, but the impact he made this weekend was huge, Milner added. It was also striking how decisively he outpaced both of his teammates, neither of whom could get anywhere near that front-running pace. Still, Milner avoided throwing them under the bus. He said, Gregor and Josh handled the conditions posed by this new rally with real maturity, and they finished their season with the team well. Okay, is that as good as getting the participation trophy? I hope not. Because they obviously, to be able to do what they do. I know I have a go at Munster and the M Sport's choice of drivers, yeah. But to do what they do is absolutely amazing. I most certainly couldn't do it. I struggled to even do it in a computer game, a sim game, let alone in real life. It is still amazing. It's just that they are, in my opinion, at least not yet at the level of a lot of the other drivers. So it says here, M Sport Ford has not yet confirmed its driver lineup for next year. At present, McLaren appears highly likely to stay, while Monster has hinted he may even step down to WRC2 in a Rally 2 car. For Sesks, this is what's interesting. For Sesks, it said the breakthrough weekend in Saudi Arabia could hardly have come at a better time. The Latvian is undoubtedly high on the British outfits and Milner's internal lists, and he absolutely has to. Surely they're going to sign him. Surely, I cannot imagine them not signing him. I mean, imagine. Yeah, surely. Anyway, I digress. That's pretty much it. I just wanted to talk about the Sesks Meister. I'm sorry, Martins. But until then, we'll speak to you soon. Thank you very much. We'll obviously be back. But above all else, stay sideways. Oh, I pressed the subscribe button. Yeah, subscribe too. That'd be great. And this is the outro.